The next band to perform is the Henderson High School Band. Henderson High School in Class 3. Welcome back to our broadcast of the Region 21 University Interscholastic League Marching Competition. We're in Class 3A, and the next band to perform is the Henderson High School Band. We welcome our audience on KPXI and remind you, if you want to go to mypxi.com, that you can view the band marching as well as listen to the commentary. It is a $5 one-time charge, but you'll be able to see the view of it. If you are viewing, we'd love to have your comments because this is the first time that we've ever done this, and we want to know, is it working, and what you thought about it. So if you would, on that same address at info, give us a answer, give us your ideas, maybe how to improve, what to do. We'd love to hear from you. Henderson High School Band is just about to make their way through the tunnel. We can see the band members standing there waiting to come forward. They'll be marching 110 members in the, whoop, that's the wrong page because they're going to surely be marching more than that. Now we got the right page. They're marching 162. Pardon me, didn't mean to do that. I had an opportunity to see the Henderson Band last evening at a football game, and the band did a first division job. They did a super job, and I'm sure that Mr. Tommy Moore will have them prepared and giving them their last minute instructions as we speak here. So why don't we take a quick break? Let's have a commercial break, and we'll be back. We're coming to you live from Homer Rice Stadium, Nacogdoches, Texas. It's the Region 21 UIL Marching Competition. Welcome back to the Region 21 Marching Contest. We're coming to you live from Nacogdoches, Texas, Homer Rice Stadium. The Henderson High School Band is the next band to perform in Class 3A, and we thought that it was time for them to make their way through the tunnel here at the north end of the stadium. We have been marching Class 3A since 3:05 this afternoon, and we conclude at 6:25. So a lot of Class 3A bands in the Region 21. Henderson High School Band will be performing, let's see if we can, Matrix Fanfare, The Boys of the Old Brigade, North Wind March, Slavic Woman's Farewell, Purple Pageant, and March Grandioso. The music that they're playing is very difficult music. The same music, the University of Texas plays March Grandioso. So they're playing actually college difficulty music here as they will be performing in the Class 3A competition. So they've reached out and challenged the musicians, the band directors have. And like I said, what I heard last evening is any indication they're going to have a fine presentation for you here today. Band makes its way out of the tunnel now. It'll take them a minute or two to get set up and to warm up for a moment. Why don't we go ahead and take another commercial break and get all that out of the way. But we certainly appreciate our fine sponsors that are making our broadcast today possible. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Homer Rice Stadium as the Henderson High School Band prepares for their marching competition for 2011. Mr. Moore instructs the band to come forward out onto the field. They're entering the north end zone of the field. Again, marching 162. They say plus 20 alternates, so they got about 182 in the high school band. Beautiful uniforms. And here at this time of day with the sun as it's starting to cast shadows on the field, you can really see the band's alignment. The band wears white shoes, a bright blue West Point style uniform with a red stripe. The inlay of the West Point coat is red. They wear a white cross belt, and they have white citation cards. We'll give a shout out to Mr. Ronnie Ferguson. Hope you're listening. He was a little under the weather today, and we always enjoy Ronnie's comments as he has been with me here in the press box before. So, Ronnie, hope everything's going well. And I know that Mr. Ferguson is going to be anxiously awaiting the competition here as we get started. Tatum Music Company is our exclusive sponsor of our our streaming of video. We appreciate them very much. Thank the entire staff as they've provided the video for you. And again, like I say, if you're enjoying that part of our presentation, be sure and email us and let us know. Let's get our mics turned on and make sure that we got everything as we want it so we can get the field information going. This stadium is a little unusual. It really flatters a band's sound because you're down in a hole. The wind is not going to be a factor, certainly not today. Temperature, the lower the humidity and the cooler that the air is without being freezing really helps the band's performance and helps their sound. They were checking the stride a moment ago. There we go. Here's a full band. There's so many things you have to do in preparation. One is for all of the students to play off their music, get that out of the way. The other is to get that music memorized and played off. Secondly is to learn your spot in the drill. And sometimes it changes. Sometimes because of grades, who you were marching with a couple of weeks ago, you may not be marching beside now. So everybody's kind of at a point of having to make some shifts every once in a while. This band began back in August and has really rehearsed hard. A traditional band of fine performances, made a first division last year, and look forward to their performance this year. Looks like that they're ready to go as they stand on the 10-yard line, and we await the announcement. Here's the announcement.
Henderson High School from Henderson, Texas, under the direction of Tommy Moore and Jason Chamberlain. Drum majors of the band are Ali Ortila and Taylor Duncan. The band's music program includes the Matrix Fanfare, the Boys of the Old Brigade, North Wind March, the Slavonic Women's Fairfield March, Purple Pageant, and March Grandioso. Drum major, is your band ready?
Drum major's turn, if you're listening to the radio. Give the salute. They're at a 45-degree turn to the right. Now they come back.
Begin your performance for the UIL Region Marching Band Competition.
And there's the official announcement. And it's time for the Henderson High School band to step forward. Drum majors look over the band. Go to parade rest with a snap. You could hear the attention as they pop to, and you've heard this at the home and football games for weeks now. Forward march and all the foot work went together. All of the feet went out at the same time. And from the back of the band, they stagger their halt and they open up diagonals in the band. Beautiful diagonals from this height of our vantage point here at Homer Bryce Stadium. And the band stretches from the 10-yard line to the 50-yard line. They executed a half right face, and now they're ready to play the fanfare. Present horns. Let's listen. What a beautiful sound. Perfectly still. And as they take their first step, they go to a half left step. They're moving now to the south goal line. What a sound, what a beautiful sound, and what a beautiful sight. See that huge band spread out here on Homer Bryce Stadium. Alternating right and left to the rears, we're in company fronts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 company fronts. And they're moving now right to left on your radio dial. The company fronts are marching 6 steps apart, 5 yards. To the rear from the lead of the company fronts, and we go into close order. Now marching 2 steps apart are the company fronts. They pass in review. Or the alignment is perfect at this point of the drill. See those white shoes hitting that green artificial turf? It's a beautiful sight. Look at the alignment of the brass instruments in the band as they pass right here. Full band halt at the 40-yard line. Drum majors salute. The official salute to the adjudicators. Forward march. Still in company fronts. I hope you can hear the fine woodwind sound that the band is producing. From the back of the band, alternating right and left to the rears as they'll float triagonal out on one side and reverse triagonal on the other. Changing the directions now, moving left to right on your radio dial. Alternating right and left to the rears as they close back into their block company front. Now this is the Slavonic March, and what a beautiful sound. Fits perfectly with the tuba section that they have here, the low brass. All right, they're going to pull 2 company fronts out, another 2. One company front on the 25, one on the 40, another company front on the 45, the final company front on the 30, and they're standing in 1-pace intervals now. Forward march from the company fronts, and we'll see floating diamonds come out. Beautiful pattern. They're scattered from the basically the 15-yard line to the 15-yard line. This is very difficult to stay in good precision and good timing with that many people scattered that far apart. You really got to listen. And not only the upper brass, but the lower brass in such control. Just a little mental mistake right there happened on the drill. That won't cost them anything. That could happen to anybody at any time. And these are flanks to the right as they change their direction, now facing the bells back to the press box. Well done. Well executed. March Grandioso. As the band comes forward and halts on the near sideline. Look over their time. Our time's in good shape. Mr. Moore applauding the performance of his band. These students have done a fantastic job here at competition. Oh, they have done a wonderful job. The marching was just as it should be, and what a great sound. What a sonorous sound that they had all the time. They maintained it at all points of the drill. They were up and down, and listen to the fans that are here. The other bands showing such respect for a job well done. Well, we need to take a commercial break real quickly, and then we'll be back with some thoughts about the performance of the Henderson Band. back in 30 seconds. Welcome back to Homer Bryce Stadium as the Henderson High School Band has completed their performance here at this Region 21 UIL marching competition. And all you can say is it's a job well done. Beautiful sound. They took the field with authority, their stride, their tempo, their carriage. They marched from the waist up. From the waist down, the upper body was erect and stood as it should. Beautiful low brass sound that they had. You couldn't ask for anything to be any better. I think anyway. That's my opinion. I hope that the judges feel the same way. I can't see how they can write up anything. One little goof out there, but that's going to happen to anybody. And the beauty of it is that person corrected it immediately. That's what you're taught to do, and did not bother any part of the drill other than that. So I'm going to say that first of all, I'm going to say the band did a great job. They stood tall. They represented their school and their community and themselves in a first division manner, and I congratulate them. I hope that the three adjudicators agree with me. I feel sure that they will. We'll have the ratings in just a few minutes, but it will be a while, so stay tuned. As soon as we have those ratings, we'll pass them on to you. But until then, thank you for being a part of the Region 21 University Interscholastic League marching competition. I'm Jerry Hansen. Take care, and may God bless.